In this video, I will show you how to get the true stretch resolution in Valorant. So let's jump straight into it. So with Valorant, you have got the option to change your resolution, just like most modern day PC games. And whilst dropping below a 16:9 aspect ratio might seem pointless to some, others actually swear it makes the games easier. Now originally this came from Counter-Strike Go, where using stretch resolution actually enlarges the character models and it does make shooting enemies easier. But the process is actually different in Valorant. So make sure you stick around and watch this video all the way through until the end, and let's get straight into the steps to get the true stretch resolution. Now to go ahead and use the true stretch resolution in Valorant, it's actually quite difficult unless you have an NVIDIA graphics processing unit. But it's still possible dependent on, of course, what kind of graphics card you have on your PC. Now most people do use NVIDIA cards, so that's the interface I'm going to go through with you in today's tutorial. But if you are using something else, like for example an AMD card, all you need to do is take these instructions and just follow the steps and apply them to the AMD Radeon software instead, as the only thing we will really be changing is the same general settings. And because we're only changing the basic settings, you should actually be able to do so without the NVIDIA control panel. So before you actually go ahead and jump into Valorant, there's just a few things that we're going to adjust within whatever GUI your graphics card uses. As mentioned previously, these steps are specifically for NVIDIA, but most other cards, like for example AMD, do have the same functionality. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is open up your NVIDIA control panel and click on the Adjust Desktop Size and Position under the Display tab. In this menu, the first thing you're going to want to do is set your scaling to full screen, and also you want to uncheck the Override Scaling Mode box. Once that's done, go up to Change Resolution, again in the Display tab. Then what you want to do is click on Customize at the bottom of the screen and then create custom resolution. Now you can create a custom resolution with whatever dimensions you want. However, the most popular resolution for true stretch resolution is 1280 by 960. After you've done that, make sure to click the test button to make sure this does work successfully. Once that's done, you're pretty much good to go and you should now be able to play in true stretched resolution. So the next thing you're going to want to do is actually open up Valorant on your PC. And the next thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and change your in-game settings on Valorant. So once you've got your display settings set up, boot up Valorant, and once the game's launched, what you're going to want to do is go into the video settings. First, what you want to do is change the display mode to windowed. Next, go ahead and change your resolution to the same resolution you set up in your graphics card control panel. For our example was 1280 by 960. Now go ahead and change your aspect ratio to fill and click apply. So if you follow these steps correctly, then everything should now be ready and you should now be able to play Valorant in the true stretched resolution. As mentioned previously, the added benefit of having a true stretch resolution includes having larger character models for enemies, making them easier to shoot. Now, one downfall of this is you may experience input lag while playing Valorant in windowed mode, which you won't typically experience in full screen. So what you're doing is effectively trading that for the larger models, so it's ultimately up to you whether or not you consider that trade-off worth it. And as mentioned previously, the best resolution to go for is 1280 by 960. This is what most players use to play true stretch resolution, but of course this does come down to personal preference. So that's how to go ahead and get the true stretch resolution in Valorant. I hope this tutorial did help you out today, and if it did, I would really appreciate it if you was to consider dropping down below the video, leaving a like and also subscribing to the channel. With that being said, I just want to take a minute to thank you guys for watching this tutorial, and I will see you in the next video.